The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Ready.
On the option right, Herbert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Hands it off out of the gun. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Clock, 10. Ready.
Love fires that quickly outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
On the ready.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Run.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Baylor Tiger. Run.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this 1st half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love, they go play action now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Herbert off of play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Home the troops right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end.
Touchdown, Packers! Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Faster.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback,
Here we go.
it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey,
On play action. Love to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Ready, go.
Play action this time with Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Come on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Jackrabbit.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this one is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
Going back to Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night.
Set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Run. Set.
Back to throw. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
What is that?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 43. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Set. Hunt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Love. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Hunt. Hunt.
Here's Love. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Right back to him on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Herbert. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
5-9.
Herbert changing things up.
What is that?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either.
Slice, 97. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here we go.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Set.
Love now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Drill, 52. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, Ray. Go, let's go. Set.
They'll try and run some, and it's a fumble. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Set. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This pass left side to Downs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Right.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Play fake. Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page,
go
quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Striker. 3-3. Set hunt.
Love looking to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 119 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down and 6.
Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Ram. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
pipe that loud talk down cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, ballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many, money, mo. I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field. From the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back. I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains. I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph. I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people. Feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now. But so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck. They dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter